The Florida sun blazed like a white-hot coin in a cloudless sky, scorching the manicured lawns of Willow Creek Estates, a cul-de-sac that promised tranquility but often delivered drama. At the heart of this suburban theater was Beatrice Hawthorne, the self-crowned queen of neighborhood standards. A vocal HOA board member, Beatrice had a knack for turning the smallest Isuesa crooked mailbox, a slightly overgrown hedge, into full-blown spectacles. Her lawn, greener than a golf course and edged with blindingly bright marigolds, screamed her obsession with control, a control she craved over every inch of Willow Creek. In a modest home painted soft blue, a gentle contrast to Beatrice's stark taupe fortress, Clara Bennett was coaxing her 9-year-old son, Liam, to eat lunch. Liam, with his soulful brown eyes and a smile that could light up a room, was autistic. Today was tough. A thunderstorm had canceled their trip to the Train Depot Museum, Liam's favorite outing, shattering his carefully built routine. He rocked in his kitchen chair, staring at raindrops sliding down the window, his peanut butter and jelly sandwich untouched on a plate with cartoon trains. Clara, the county EMS chief, was used to handling life-or-death crises with steely calm, but now her heart clenched with worry. She knew Liam's signs' sensory world was on edge, his ability to cope fraying. "Just a bite, buddy," Clara said softly, her voice a lifeline in Liam's storm. "Then we'll build that pirate ship Lego set you love." Liam didn't answer, his rocking quickening, a faint tremor in his small frame. Clara's instincts, sharpened by years of emergency work and her deep bond with Liam, screamed danger. She touched his forehead, warm, clammy. Then, in a heartbeat, it happened. Liam's eyes rolled back, his body stiffened, a choked gasp escaping his lips. The sandwich fell to the floor. Clara's world stopped. Liam, she was MOVYing before her brain caught up, years of training and raw maternal instinct kicking in. She eased him to the floor, away from sharp edges, turning him onto his side in the recovery position. His body convulsed, VY Olin jerks, signaling a grand mal seizure status epilepticus, a term that flashed like a warning siren in her mind. A seizure that wouldn't stop. Life-threatening. Her hands, steady in the chaos of multi-car pileups, shook as she grabbed her phone, hitting the emergency dispatch shortcut. "This is Chief Clara Bennett," she said, voice tight but commanding. "Priority 1 of my residence, for 12, Maple Lane. 9-year-old male, autistic, active status epilepticus, likely febrile. I need an ALS unit and police escort now." "Chief, Medic Unit 5 is en route. ETA 4 minutes." Dispatcher Maria Torres replied, her voice steady despite the urgency. "Are you administering emergency meds?" "GIVY-ing diastat now," Clara said, one hand grabbing the rectal diazepam syringe from a kitchen cabinet, the other timing the seizure's relentless seconds. Liam's face was turning blue, his breath shallow. "Hang on, baby," she whispered, her voice breaking. "Mommy's here. Help's coming." The faint wail of sirens grew louder, a sound that should have brought relief. But as the ambulance's rumble VY brat the street, the sirens stuttered, joined by an angry horn. Clara's stomach dropped. What the hell was happening? Outside, paramedics Tom Rivera and Emily Carter in Medic Unit 5 rounded onto Maple Lane, lights flashing, siren blaring. They spotted Clara's house, but a metallic purple SUV lurched from a driveway, parking diagonally across the narrow road, blocking their path. Beatrice Hawthorne stormed out, her silver hair a helmet of fury, a yapping dog matching her SUV's hue barking from the passenger seat. "Turn off that godawful noise," Beatrice shrieked, her voice slicing through the siren. "People are trying to rest. This is a residential neighborhood." Tom, a seasoned paramedic, hit the air horn, a deafening blast. "Ma'am, this is a medical emergency. We need to get to that house." He pointed at Clara's home. "An emergency?" Beatrice scoffed, hands on hips, unmovying. "Everyone thinks their little problem is the end of the world. My husband, Gerald, just had heart surgery. He needs peace, not your racket. I wrote the HOA noise bylaws, and I've donated to EMS. You owe me respect." Emily, newer to the job, gaped. "Ma'am, a 9-year-old boy is seizing. He could die." Beatrice's eyes narrowed. "That Bennett kid? Always flapping his hands, making weird noises. Probably just needs discipline. Not an ambulance upsetting my dog, Princess." Inside, Clara heard the commotion over Liam's ragged breaths. The sirens weren't getting closer. She grabbed her EMS radio, her voice now pure steel. "Dispatch, this is Chief Bennett. Medic Unit 5 is blocked by a purple SUV at Maple Lane's entrance. I need Police Code 3 to move that vehicle now. Send a second ALS unit from the north. Notify Sheriff Dan Carter I'm on scene with a pediatric life-or-death emergency." "Copy, Chief," Maria replied. "Police en route. Medic 8, ETA 6 minutes. Sheriff notified. 6 minutes. An eternity." Liam's lips were purple, the diastat not enough. Clara couldn't leave him, but Beatrice's shrill voice echoed outside. She had to act. Tom was losing patience. "Ma'am, you're committing a crime. Move your vehicle, or we'll have you arrested." "Crime?" Beatrice laughed, venomous. "The crime is your disrespect for our community's peace. Go around." "There is no around in this cul-de-sac," Tom shouted. A police cruiser screeched to a stop, Deputy Mike Larson leaping out, hand on his holster, body cam rolling. "What's going on?" he demanded. "Officer, thank God." Beatrice pivoted, playing the VY Tim. "This ambulance is harassing us. Make them stop." Mike stared, incredulous. "Ma'am, you're blocking an emergency vehicle for Chief Bennett's son. He's in critical condition." Beatrice faltered, hearing Chief Bennett, but her arrogance surged. She should know better than to let her kid disrupt us. "I'm an HOA leader and a Sheriff's Department donor. Your noise VY OLAT's bylaw 4B3. Move your vehicle now, or you're under arrest," Mike said, patience gone. "Arrest me?" Beatrice sneered. "I know Sheriff Carter. He golfs with Gerald. You wouldn't dare." Clara, hearing this over her radio, activated the ambulance's PA system. "Deputy Larson, this is Chief Bennett. My son is hypoxic, oxygen levels crashing. If that vehicle isn't moved in 10 seconds, I authorize you to clear it by any means, per Ordinance 73. That's an order." Her voice, icy and commanding, boomed down the street, silencing the crowd of neighbors now watching. Beatrice froze, her smugness cracking. Sheriff Dan Carter's SUV roared up, the man himself stepping out, face like a storm cloud. He knew Beatrice her endless complaints, her demands for special treatment. "Beatrice," he growled, "what the hell are you doing?" "Sheriff, thank God," she gushed. "This officer's threatening me. And these EMS people." "Enough." Dan cut her off, turned to Tom. "Situation? 9-year-old in status epilepticus, Sheriff. Chief Bennett's son. Blocked for 4 minutes by her," Tom said, glaring at Beatrice. Dan's eyes locked on Beatrice, cold as ice. "You have 10 seconds to move that SUV, or you're arrested, charged with every offense I can find. Your husband's golf game won't save you." Beatrice's face drained of color. As Mike advanced, handcuffs ready, she scrambled into her SUV, tires screeching as she backed into her driveway. The path was clear. Tom gunned Medic Unit 5's engine, reaching Clara's house in seconds. He and Emily rushed inside with their kits, joined by Medic 8's crew. Liam was still seizing, oxygen mask on, his color slightly better but critical. The paramedics worked fast heavy lines, meds, monitors while Clara stepped back, her chief's mask hiding a mother's terror. Sheriff Dan and Mike entered quietly, their presence grounding. Outside, Dan confronted Beatrice on her lawn, her defiance back. "Mrs. Hawthorne," he said, voice flat, "you're under arrest for felony obstruction, reckless endangerment, and interfering with duties." "You can't," Beatrice shrieked. "I was protecting Gerald. Your husband's condition didn't give you the right to endanger a child," Dan snapped. "You nearly killed him." Mike cuffed her as she sobbed, her world crumbling. Neighbors watched, some shocked, others quietly satisfied after years of her tyranny. At the hospital, Liam was rushed to a trauma bay, doctors and nurses working to stop the seizure. Clara's husband, Nate, arrived, wrapping her in his arms as her composure finally cracked. Hours of waiting followed, the beep of monitors haunting her. The neurologist warned of possible brain damage from the delay minutes stolen by Beatrice's selfishness. News of the incident exploded, fueled by Mike's VY-RAL body cam footage. Beatrice's callous words, "just needs discipline," and her entitlement sparked outrage. The HOA, facing a PR disaster, stripped Beatrice of her roles and issued apologies, promising reforms. A fund for Liam crashed from overwhelming donations. Clara, driven by fury and duty, drafted Liam's law, harsh penalties for blocking emergency vehicles. Her testimony as Liam's mother, not chief, moved lawmakers to tears, ensuring swift passage. Beatrice's trial was a media circus. Her tearful apology fell flat. The jury conned VY Ted her in hours. Sentenced to 3 years, fined he VYLY. In order to serve 500 hours in an ER, she faced further ruin when her EMS fund was exposed as a fraud, her husband indicted. Liam recovered, his spirit resilient but scarred. He built Lego ships again, his soft mom safe, mending Clara's heart. Willow Creek softened, Beatrice's garish SUV auctioned off, her lawn tamed by new owners. Clara shared Liam's story in EMS training, a reminder of why every second matters. Beatrice became a cautionary tale, her arrogance no match for a mother's love, a community's outrage, and justice served.